Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I wanted to come here and share a question that a member of my Eclipse season support group had about Mercury retrograde. And I wanted to share it here, not just with the members of the group, because I think it's important information for everyone to have. And I hope that today what I explore with you is going to support you in your what you're feeling these days. There's a lot of astrological energy going on that might be bringing your energy down. Your energy might be going up. It depends on what's going on in your natal chart specifically. But the question this member had is, what is Mercury retrograde going to mean for the manifestation of the changes we are looking at to see in our lives? So the reason she's asking this question is because she's in the eclipse season support group. And in that group, and by the way, you are still welcome to join. The first eclipse happened on April 19th or 20th. That was the eclipse in Aries. And then the next one is happening on May 5th. That is the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So you are still welcome to join the group. It's a great place to get support around the energetic fluctuations you might be experiencing because of the eclipses and because of Mercury retrograde. Can you believe we're having an eclipse season and a Mercury retrograde at the same time? What does that mean for you? So the Mercury retrograde, just so you know the dates, it began on April 21st and will end on May 15th. But you really feel that energy because you're a sensitive soul. You're going to feel that energy a little bit beyond the dates and a little bit before the dates. So even with eclipses, you may have been feeling that before, a little bit before the dates, and you might feel it after also. And I also want to say a little heads up, a sidebar here, that the information I'm going to share here is really, it's about energy, and it's about understanding your energy in relation to what's going on in the cosmos. So don't feel like you need to understand about astrology in order to understand what I'm going to be sharing. When I talk about astrology, it's really just to put your energy into context, okay? What's the most important thing here is to understand what this energy means for you in your daily life, at work, and as you're doing your light work in the world. So to answer the question, one more time, the question is, what is Mercury retrograde going to mean for the manifestation of the changes we are looking to see in our lives? So the eclipses are already activating a kind of transformation for you. So depending on where Aries is in your natal chart, so that is information that you learn to understand in the support group. Again, if you want to join, you can still join. You can see the link below. Depending on that, you are going to see a spark may have ignited in you to put into motion a specific part of your life. Aries, for me, for example, is in my 5th house, and 5th house represents a self-expression, and that's how I define the 5th house. And because this is a North Node eclipse, North Nodes are connected to destiny, where our soul wants to go. And this is also represents what we're wanting to bring in, right? So this means for me, as somebody who has a business and as somebody who has a mission to support light workers in being more open to their own light work, it's really important for me to communicate effectively about my work and about what I want to do in this world. And so this eclipse, the fact that I'm even doing this video is a manifestation of this eclipse. What's funny, though, is because there's Mercury retrograde, the idea here is that Mercury is about communication, technology, all these things. And when Mercury is in retrograde, it slows down communication, and it has a tendency, you may see technological issues. It's funny, again, what's funny is that I'm recording this. I had to record this 5 times before I was able to get this actual video out. That is Mercury retrograde. Oh, it could be. Mercury retrograde is nothing to be scared of. The point is Mercury retrograde is going to support you in reflecting on what you want to manifest, what your life purpose, all these things. Mercury retrograde is about reflection. It's also about slowing down your thought process. It's not a time to make major decisions regarding contracts or having big conversations that might be highlighted by the eclipse. Okay. Now, again, here I am saying that while I'm trying to express myself publicly, which is again connected to Aries in the 5th house. I'm aware that what happens here could be part of, I could be reflecting on it later. I might have technical issues as I try to upload this, all those things. And I can say, okay, this is a manifestation of Mercury retrograde. Now, so the question was, what is it going to mean for the manifestation of the changes we're looking to see? Mercury retrograde, no matter when it is, whether it's during eclipse season or not, is really about slowing down, reflecting, and contemplating. So it's not about ruminating. You might have a tendency to ruminate on something. Ruminate, the difference between rumination and reflection is rumination is overanalysis, right? Instead, take stock of your thoughts and ask yourself, why am I thinking this? What's the opposite of this thought? Where does this thought come from? Is this thought mine or is it somebody else's? As you are all, if you're watching this, are definitely highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive, and you probably have a hard time discerning what is your energy and what is somebody else's energy. On that note, I have a short on my YouTube channel that talks about energy hygiene. It's a very small video that might support you. I also created a larger video in my eclipse season support group on energy hygiene, because that is absolutely important for you to do, especially during eclipse season and highly charged moments in our lives. Okay, eclipse season, Mercury retrograde is about reflection, not taking fast action. It's just really about slowing down. So there's nothing to fear. So that's about it. I'll leave that with you. Yes, I also wanted to pick a card to see what messages we have. What is the message that this Mercury retrograde has for us? And remember, this is halfway through eclipse season. So this means we're moving into the Scorpio eclipse. This Scorpio eclipse is a South Node eclipse. So this one is really about purging and letting go and catharsis. And depending again where your Scorpio is on your chart, you are going to be perhaps excavating things from your subconscious or experiences, memories. It will come up in your subconscious, maybe during your dream state, maybe during the day, maybe you'll meet somebody who reminds you of something. Is about excavating shadows and parts of ourselves that we don't usually look at. So this is why I created the Eclipse support group, because that can be scary. And as long as we know that it's coming, we can prepare. And that's even better to prepare within a group. So we have a community in the Eclipse support group. It's an online community. And in there, every week, I do an end of week check-in where I answer questions for members that they have during the week. Be gentle with yourselves. Be aware that if things, dark thoughts, dark ideas, dark experiences, difficult emotions are coming up, this could be the eclipse in Scorpio starting to purge heavy baggage, unnecessary baggage, things that you're letting go of. So this is the card. This is a card from the Starseed Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. Okay, I'll leave a link to this in the comments section or on my website for you to purchase if you're interested. So this is the card that is connected to Mercury retrograde. Now, what does Mercury retrograde mean for us? Halfway through eclipse season. So let's see. Oh man, this never fails. A new earth, a new earth. This is the point of it all. This is the point. This is why we're facing our shadows. This is why we're doing this in a community. This is why we go through these emotional up-levelings, which involve a lot of like rock bottom moments too, because the point is that we want to move into a new earth, whether that's a literal new earth where this earth is changing dimensions, or it is you moving into a new version of yourself. So it says here, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So remember why you are doing these explorations. Everybody has their own why. But a big part of the reason why you're doing the inner work, why you're watching me, why you pay attention to the cosmos and your energy is because there is something more, something different, that your purpose here is bigger than maybe what you've known. And part of that is that we are moving into new energy. You are moving into new energy, into new earth. Okay. In a place where we are not we're no longer functioning on matrix rules of dissonance and harmonic dissonance. We are becoming the disruptors. It's time to disrupt the way things have been so that we can move into this new way of being. And this is why you're here. I have no doubt. So can't make that shit up, as I always say. And that is what Mercury retrograde halfway through the eclipse season is going to help us realize. So keep on going. Don't give up. If you need any support, I'm here. Let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Hey, I forgot to mention this important part. P.S. Mercury is in Taurus right now. So it could be helpful for you to look at where Taurus is in your chart also. Taurus it's Taurus season. The sun is in Taurus. Taurus is really about this energy of getting our daily life in order. It's an earth energy. The beautiful side of Taurus is really enjoying life to the fullest, enjoying what the earth has to give us, enjoying the beauty and the lushness of nature. It's springtime energy, right? And as I mentioned before, Mercury is the planet of communication, of mind, of thinking. Because Mercury is in retrograde, it is slowing down our thinking, and it has slowing down the flavor of Taurus, which is, you might be slowing down and thinking a lot about your finances, money, like our foundations. Taurus wants us to have a solid foundation so that we can go uphill in a steady way. Taurus, the bull. And this is also something you should be paying attention to, or it will be helpful for you to pay attention to. This again, how does that connect to your eclipse season energy? You got to ask yourself that question. Again, important to look at where Taurus is in your natal chart. And again, you can find that information if you join my eclipse season support group. Anyway, I hope that adds more nuance to how Mercury retrograde is going to manifest in your life. And thanks again. Bye.